Question 1. I'm going to tell you about a time when I was part of a team and there was a difference of opinion. Back when I was at school, I was involved in a business program called Young Enterprise. This was organised by the school and involved 15 students, and I was the managing director of the group. This meant I was in control and the head of the project. There were many things that had to be arranged and organised. For example, we had to come up with a product or service that can be put onto the market. There was some disagreement about when it comes to the marketing of this product. I thought the best way to market the product was through social media advertising, and create an Instagram page to appeal to our target market, which was young people and students. However, some students thought this wasn't the best approach, and they thought it would be better if we used more traditional forms of advertising, as this would give us the reach to a wider audience. For example, putting our product in a newspaper across the area. However, after much discussion, we decided to use both approaches, as we were able to make contact with the newspaper in our area, and they supported our project and allowed us to promote our product free of charge, as this would show that the newspaper was supporting young entrepreneurs in the area, which would also in turn benefit their brand. This meant that we had sufficient finances for the project to invest in digital marketing, which is more suited to our target market. However, if, as the manager director, I made a rash decision and denied the option of using the newspaper advertising, we wouldn't have been able to promote our product in the same way, and it would have decreased motivation and team morale. So I think this was a good example where, as a group, we may have differed in opinion, and we may have different opinions on the way to market our products, but in the end we were able to work together, and in the end we were able to use both approaches, which could only benefit the company, and it did end to benefit in our product and the sales of our product. Question 2. What interests you about working for Waitrose? Waitrose is a company that deals with high-end supermarket shoppers and is known for giving great customer service, but at a high price. This interests me because I think that the company has managed to build a great reputation across the UK for one of the best supermarkets for offering high customer service. This means that Waitrose can charge a high price, as opposed to Asda, for example, who do not achieve the same profit margins per product, because they cannot charge these high prices because their customer service isn't as good. The supermarket industry motivates me, as I think it is a very competitive market and quite hard to stand out, as most customers will go for the cheapest price for each product. But Waitrose, on the other hand, have not abided by this theory and have shown that the customer service can attract customers to the brand more than price. And this is something I do admire about Waitrose, because in the supermarket industry, many customers just want to go in, get their product and get out. But Waitrose have shown that with good customer service, and they can achieve higher prices per product, because the customers will pay that because they know the customer service is much better than their competitors. For example, Morrison's, Tesco and Asda, as I mentioned. Question 3. I'm going to give you an example of a time when I had to act with courage and boldness to solve an issue. So I'm going to take you back to my Young Enterprise experience at school. There was many students who had strong opinions about the best way to handle distribution of our product. Some people in the group felt our product our product should be distributed in vending machines in busy areas, for example gyms, train stations, maybe even supermarkets, but in the vending machine section, as this would be better for our brand and give us better sales. However, I felt this wouldn't work so well, as there was great competition in vending machines, and many customers know the product they're going to get before they go to the vending machine. Therefore, for our brand to gain traction and sales that we want, as we are like a new brand coming into a new market, we have to approach supermarkets, as this would allow us to achieve a wider target market and allow us to gain our first initial step into the market. We were a new brand, so we had to gain the support of our customer base before going straight for the vending machines, as many people wouldn't know about our product if we didn't go to the supermarkets. I did feel this was the best approach, and we did end up going for this approach, and it was successful because after we did introduce them into vending machines, and this achieved great success. But we had a customer base from our supermarket sales to achieve this success in vending machines. So going back to the question, I felt with my courage and boldness to go with the approach that I felt right ended up to be the best decision, and in the end everything was successful and everyone was happy. And so yeah, I think that answers the question. Okay, thank you for your time and I hope you enjoyed it.